this rock. Target's still up.
Armor still holding.
Armor still holding. It hit the plate. Adjusting sights. Weapons burning ammo fast.
Target neutralized.
Got him. Good to go. Got it. Scanning.
On Overwatch.
Scanning.
Come get some.
I'm on it. Ten four. I'm on it.
Scanning.
Got it covered.
Got it covered.
Got it covered.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
I need an evac ASAP! On it. Evac confirmed. Location confirmed. Heading home.
Already there. Ready to boogie.
Rolling. I'm going.
I'm on the move. I'm out of here.
Had a note. I'm going.
Yeah.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed.
Hi, baby.
Hey, are you following your Google Vincent profile or are you doing different?
Filme Vincent.
Okay, I sent you a first request so we can strap on PlayStation. That was you don't need the phone.
Alright, yeah.
If that helps, I don't know if that works for you. Is this better on the phone?
Hang on.
Oh
How about now?
my god, okay, so just perfect.
What? I cannot hear you. I can't hear you, bro. I don't know if you got like to plug in your mic or something.
Good work out there, Commander. We're one step closer to taking back our planet. Your troops performed admirably, Commander. Destroying that facility will slow the aliens' development of the Avatar project and give us time to further establish the resistance movement. We're getting thin on
Why would it do that?
Oh, there
Can
you
you hear
are.
me?
Yeah.
It had my shit muted in the side menu. Fucking dumb. Okay. Now, you're in a party, so it's all gravy. I should just be able to watch you stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you'd like this more because it's not really using up your phone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing, man?
I'm doing.
Nice.
Stone. How was Kyle's?
It's pretty good. Oh, wow. Give me just a second. I want to turn off the game. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, we're gravy. We're gravy. I was just getting some reverb because I was hearing myself through the stream. But
Gotcha.
yeah, man, we fucking smoked hard. I got over there around 11:30 and we didn't end up eating something until almost 5:30 in the afternoon. Just
Yeah.
smoking weed and I was just like theory crafting Yu-Gi-Oh card stuff with him and then watch him play some fucking ranked shit in Yu-Gi-Oh, and he won like 10 out of 12 matches or something. It was crazy. He only lost twice, so it's pretty cool. How's work?
It was long.
Yeah. At least they didn't send you home early.
They sent me home a half hour early, but it was only a half
That's
hour.
not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. How are you doing on XCOM? Have you been playing at all?
I just started.
Okay. I don't have any shorts to wear, like outside in public, so I had to wear pants, and I was outside around like 11 in the morning, walking in the heat.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking wasn't that bad though. The last time when I went over there, I walked the whole 5 miles, but it was early in the morning. And then when I walked home, it was like 9, I think, p.m. or 10, something like that. So I was pretty much outside during the dark the whole time, almost. The heat out here is no joke, sir.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no, you know. How soon did your friend want to move someone into that room?
As soon as he can.
Okay.
I think he said he has to replace the carpet or something. That's about it.
Fair. Fair enough. Yeah, I believe I'll be able to pay my rent before they can evict me, and then that'll leave me with about, I want to say, $1,400, maybe less, $1,400. So, but I'll have like, let's see, I'll have like a few days until the next Monday, and I'll have to pay rent again, or I'll be late. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Honestly, I wonder about being able to move just in general because I don't have a car and my license is suspended right now, so
Oof.
I can't rent a truck.
You sure can.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you a cheap air ticket, plane ticket, and you're gonna fly over here and you're gonna drive with me in a U-Haul truck back to New York.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, I don't even have the PTO for that.
It's cool. It's cool. How long would it take, too? I wonder. You live in
More than 19 hours.
You live in Rochester, right?
Yeah. Upstate New York.
All right. There's a Rochester, Minnesota. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
It's a 34-hour drive.
Damn.
There's tolls? Man, fuck you. Leave on time. Hey, it only takes 36 days to walk to Rochester from here.
A whole month?
Yeah, man. That's dope.
Thanks.
You just walk a few miles every day and you'll get there. No problem. 2,338 miles. That's crazy.
Damn.
So if I factor in the cost of a truck, some extra.
Why don't you look at a storage unit shipping service?
Oh yeah, I guess I could put something like put it in storage in their containers, and then they can ship it to another place where I go and retrieve it.
Yeah, they drive it, and you can just fly.
That would be cool. I'll have to Google that later. Right now I'm watching Xcom, so I need you to calm down.
Saving.
Huh? Yeah. Man. Like, I could probably cover the costs of moving, even if I use a service and get a plane ticket, which might actually be a better idea. I would just have to leave, like, within a week or two. So, yeah, I'm going to go into the office tomorrow morning and ask them if I'm right about how long I have to pay, if it's just going to be just enough time. So, if I can survive till my paycheck, I should be able to fucking make some decisions at that point. My only like regret for leaving is being able to go over and hang out with Kyle.
Kyle, yeah.
Because it's hard, man. Like, and he's going through the shit right now, so I don't know. I asked him about moving into one of the rooms downstairs at his house, and he basically said, like, if I have no other options, if I'm screwed and I'm going to be homeless, then he can welcome me in, but he'd rather not. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So
at least he was honest.
I'm totally fine with that. I just wanted to bring it up because it had been on my mind, and it was driving me crazy and having not asked him, so I just wanted to be like, hey man, what do you think about this? Is this stupid? Yeah, there's nothing else. There's no other reason for me to stay in the city besides talking to him, so. Jasmine sent me some fucking attachment or whatever on Messenger, and I haven't opened it yet because I'm trying to stop myself from interacting with her.
Smart move.
I mean, last time I saw her in person, she gave me a ride back from the dispensary after I picked up weed, and she was telling me I should move to New York and move in with you and be roommates with you. And I was like, yeah, that's one idea, but I wanted to talk to you. That was before I talked to you about it. But I mean, I guess I'm just the kind of person that I have to be told no a bunch of times before I get it through my thick head.
Don't worry, I'm sick too.
Well, it's just,
I get it.
Like in video games, I die over and over and over, but then all of a sudden I'm a genius and I figure it out and I do it perfectly. I'm just dumb. I'm just slow. And so I've just been like not wanting to send her any messages, not really caring to look up there, like save memes that she would find funny. I'm at that point. My life is starting to change, and there's directions are starting to need to be decided on, and she's still not on board with being with me. So I guess I can't wait forever, right? Like I gotta eventually go. And I don't want to stay here, man. Like, I like the city. I could be a retiree here and do nothing but play with my pets all day and you know, waste money at the thrift store and just be an old man taking the bus everywhere. I could do that, but I want to be in a relationship, and I want to, yeah. Also, I don't know what it would be like living out there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've lived in rural towns and I've lived in cities, and it's just weird. It's just, I don't know.
It's not like New York City at all.
Oh, I know. I get that. You've said that plenty of times. I've gotten more introverted since I've been more alone in the last few years, and so like it's hard for me to go outside and do stuff. I have to be like,
it's all right, I have to be
stoned. Well, I'm not worried. It's more like I'm overly like cautious, and I'm always like looking for a fight. And so if I'm not properly like stoned and listening to music and distracted, it's just so yeah. But
it's legal here now, so you're good.
That's one thing that was a worry for me. So when you told me that, I was like, oh, okay. I do want to like get away from the city.
Yeah,
I want to be somewhere where there's
in the city of Rochester. I'm in a town outside of it.
Yeah, yep, and that's dope. Like, there's the city of St. George. It's in southern Utah. That's a couple hours away from Vegas. Is literally just like what you described, Rochester. It's like small, dude. There's maybe 2 Walmarts, maybe. And up there in that town and in the surrounding area in Utah, you can drink the fucking tap water, and it's like fucking bottled water. It's clean. It's hella clean. So, nice. But yeah, I want to get somewhere where, you know, the population's only like 200,000. You feel me? It's not fucking 3-4 million or whatever Vegas is now.
Yeah, it's It's not that much.
Oh, that's cool.
But the closer you get to the city, the more people there are going to be. But where Chris lives on Winton Road area, so it's a
Okay.
nicer area. A lot of bus routes around there and everything.
That's cool. That's cool.
Uh,
How far away, like, from your house normally are like businesses and places you go, like restaurants or convenience stores? Or groceries? How far away is it
Everything's within 15 minutes
of driving?
of driving, walking.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff close by.
Yeah,
So
I
in a
found
sense,
out.
it's a lot like the city in that way, where there's like a grocery store within a rock throw.
That's cool. That's actually good. There's more choices. I found I can walk about 2 miles a day and not feel it. 3, I may be a little tired. 4, it's like a bit more. And like walking to Kyle's house and back, that was a total of 10 miles. Now, if I had done that during the daylight, I'd be literally cooked, like literally. But I don't mind, like, if something's 2 miles or less, I can walk it, no problem.
Yeah, man. I don't really
But
go out and
yeah,
do stuff, but I mean, I do and I don't. I go fishing, I, you
yeah.
know. I hang out with my family. That's pretty much it.
Yep, I don't need to do much. I need snacks, weed, video games, and internet connection.
Well,
That's it.
you can do all that, but Chris Chris has an internet connection. That's the dude's name. His name is Chris. He's got
Oh,
internet connection and all that.
if he doesn't already have like 1 gig or
He's a
whatever, like
he's a fat nerd, so no worries.
okay, well then he's just gonna get basically a discount on his Wi-Fi because I will shell out to get. I'll live in a cardboard box and have fucking fiber optics because it means so much more to me, the fast internet speeds, than a lot of amenities. You know, if you feel me.
Yeah.
I don't need a special fancy shower head that has like 8 settings over a fucking sick ass internet connection that never drops.
Yeah, we got fiber.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Kyle that, like, I probably spend about $1,600 here a month, maybe more, in just rent.
Damn.
And I could be giving him $1,000 a month and still be saving more, and he would be getting a fucking $1,000 a month for his bill, what he needs to pay. So if it does happen, I know it won't be a problem. You know, like I can stay out of his way. He doesn't have to worry about me being around his daughter. I've babysat her plenty of times, and I'd be providing him with the equivalent of what his girlfriend would give him to pay the bills, you know, from her work. So he'd be covered, and I'd actually be spending less. So I'd be like, damn, I'm repeating myself.
It's alright, man. I'm listening. You see this big fuck? Oh my god, big
I
fuck.
see him. He's got them jaws. That's the problem.
Oh, he's
like,
already.
wow.
Oh, come on. What the fuck
That's
is
the
this
guy.
thing?
That's the guy that you beat. That's the guy you beat the shit out of before. Remember? That's the mouth. That's Mickey the Mouth. Is he gonna leave right away?
I don't remember beating his ass. But there goes Big Dick.
Who's this fucking? Is she a clone? Or a ghost? Or is she a what do you call it? A corpse? Zandy.
I don't know what she is.
Cause she got that white hair. I was just. Capture, observation, resistance. I strongly advise being black and wearing glasses. Whenever I play ranked with Kyle, we take turns like playing different characters, and the best. We gauge how well we've done playing in ranked based on how much hate mail we get and how much people quit on us. And so
what,
we had a few,
what game?
Tekken. It's beautiful because Tekken 8 has a lot more newcomers than the previous titles. There's a lot more players that never played a Tekken before and jumped into this one, and it's kind of easy to get into. But they don't know. There's a lot of knowledge checks that they're just not ready for. And so me as a veteran, I come in and I've got crap that's just dumb shit, but it works. It catches you slipping. I trick you into pressing a button when you shouldn't, or whatever. And it's wild because the way that the newer, younger players are playing, they're playing. I've really noticed it's like they're playing Tekken like it's Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Smash, for that sake, or whatever other fighting game they might be into, and they don't understand. Like the years that I've spent playing Tekken, there's a nuance to it of how you want to play it the best, and they just disregard all of that. It's like the rules all go out the window.
Damn.
Yeah, and then on top of that, this version of Tekken is in my opinion like a lot different from the previous few, and it doesn't play like a Tekken game. Like if you were to go into Street Fighter, there's certain things about Street Fighter that are universal, and you can rely on them and you use that knowledge. And you can't with Tekken. They've changed a lot of fundamental shits about this to the point where the old flow charts where it hits low, and if I hit on a counter hit, it will flip you up in the air, and I can do a juggle, and it's really like I do a lot of damage. They changed that recently so that when I hit on counter hit, they just stub their toe and they're still standing, and it doesn't launch them, and I don't get anything else for it. And so it sucks because it's like I don't want to risk doing it now because it's less effective. I get less for it, and just their thought process of how they want their moves to work with the character is different than all the other versions of Fang and all the other times I've played every Tekken. So yeah, it's weird, man. I'm also salty because I don't know if you remember, but I played the drunken boxer character from Tekken because I really liked Jackie Chan, and he was basically like a parody of him. Yeah. And he'd been in every Tekken as a main character up until Tekken 7, and then they made DLC in Tekken 7. He wasn't main roster, and I was a little salty, but I was like, well, at least they finally put him in the game eventually, and so I played the hell out of him once he got into the game. Well, they didn't put him in Tekken 8 main roster, and they had this reveal about these two characters that were coming out later on in the year, and they told us that their panels colors were like a reference to what character it might be, and the panels were blue and purple. Everybody thought the purple was for sure going to be Armor King, which turns out it was. But the blue, people were speculating this or that. Some people were talking about this kickboxer that was really popular back in the day because he had blue trunks. And then I was like, it's probably going to be Lei because he has a blue shirt in his cop uniform, like in his street clothes. He wears blue. He wears blue, like he was a lot of blue because he's a cop. And they made a change right before they released the reveal for that blue character that talked about being able to do this special move while you're in a stance, which Lei has all these different fucking animal stances. So if they were going to introduce a new DLC character along with this new mechanic, you'd think it would be the one who could utilize it most, so players who weren't playing the game yet could get into it, or I don't know. But no, they released this DLC shitbag character that was a DLC character in Tekken 7, and he was super broken when he first got released, and they nerfed him a little, and he became useless. Like, people just dropped him. And their excuses were like, well, the player usage data shows that this character got used more than the Drunken Boxer guy, so that's why we didn't do the Drunken Boxer. And I'm like, it's just so fucking pathetic. Lei was in every single Tekken since Tekken 2. and then they short jerked him in Tekken 7 and made it you have to pay for him, whatever. But then they didn't like that. He's not even in Tekken 8 anywhere, and it's trash, man. Sorry, I'm just like going off.
It's alright.
Yeah. There was a tournament in Japan right after that DLC character was first released in Tekken 7. He's a kickboxer. And the tournament they had right after he got released, the top 8 had 7 of him. So 7 out of 8 players played the same character, the new DLC.
Damn.
And they were like, "Oh crap, we messed up." Like he's not just DLC broken and overpowered; he's really broken. And then after they made one change, he was still pretty much broken. And then they made another like 2 or 3, and literally, like I said, players just stopped. They went to something else because they couldn't be cheap and lame and pathetic anymore. So yeah, man. I'm worried. I'm worried about fighting games right now.
Damn.
Sorry, I know I'm just running my fucking mouth while I watch you kill zombies. Having to move would definitely help me go through what little I do have and kind of throw away some more stuff, because I don't need everything I have. Like, there's some shit I probably should just let go of. Did I tell you about that? Remember that giant Buddha poster that I used to have?
Yeah, what happened to that?
That got destroyed when I moved out of that coke house to this apartment.
Oh shit.
I was moving boxes. Jasmine was giving me a ride with her vehicle to move them over here. And the last trip, we packed up the car and pretty much got everything. And I had the poster, and I went to go and strap it on top of her vehicle. And I did it wrong, or I wasn't looking or whatever, and it came off when she started driving away, like, a couple 100 yards down the street. And I looked in the back of the mirror to see it, and I saw it just flop around on the ground, and all of the wood framing was like breaking into pieces, and it was just like folded over itself. And I was so like mentally drained from the stress of that place that I just didn't care. I was like, I told her, keep going. I don't even want to go back for it. And I had that poster for a long time, man. Like that, I made extra effort to make sure I could always take that everywhere I moved. Shit, even when I was homeless.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's fucking gone. And then I just have a few things. Most of the stuff I have can go into boxes very neatly, like maybe 5 or 6. I would barely use a third of a U-Haul, I feel, if I drove one. You know how much space is regularly in a U-Haul. I would probably use a third of that shit. That's how little I have, man.
Damn. It's alright,
Yeah.
I don't got a lot of things either. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but it's not like a whole
Okay.
bunch.
I feel you. I had some more stuff when I was living in that house, but I had lost some stuff when I had to move, and then I'd lost some stuff when I was homeless, and I lost some stuff from the old apartment, and it just, every time I've moved, a little bit's gone every time. So, but like you said, I'm not that bothered by it. I still have my stuff, little trinkets and nostalgia shit. My PS4 still works. Hell, my PS3 still works, dude, and my PS4 controller works with the PS3, so When I really want to just like hibernate and just play a one-player game, I can fucking do that.
Fair enough.
And it's like in my older age, I want to dedicate some parts of my day to being able to play with my cat and another cat if I can manage to get one. Fill up my life with a few more pet memories, just to pad the outsides, you know. Game for like 5 or 6 hours, and then play with my cat. Game a few more hours, play with my cat. If I'm like annoying you, you know you can just like tell me. So
It's a. I got my key too.
how are you feeling? Are you spent yet? Are you running out of energy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Do you feel like this party chat is working better?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
That's what I love about wireless controllers.
What about it? What about your wireless controller?
That's what I love about it. I can lay in my bed and play my game.
Oh yeah, are you kidding? Like, the fact that this is on console was a big deal to me, because if I can kick back and take turns, you know, with a controller in my hand and be a really lazy fuck and eat snacks and smoke weed, that's the best. That's one of the best, you know. I like stressful games sometimes, but I also like to just chill. That Fallout game was, when I found it on PlayStation, I was like, whoa, because I played it a lot on my phone, and it was the exact same, like one-for-one copy over. It was cool. I would play it for like 10-15 minutes, do all I could on it, and then save it, wait for the next day, and I'd go do something else. And so when I wanted a game, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, I'd put a few minutes into that, and by the time I knew what I wanted to play, I couldn't do anything else in it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This baby kitty though. It's meow.
I know, I'm looking at my cat, she's flaking out on the fucking floor again. It's rough, dude. It's hard not just wanting to smother the fuck out of her like every second of every day.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, my stinky meows. My fatty meows.
I'm still working on, like, sometimes I feel like I'm really doing a poor job with my cat, and I have to, like, remind myself, I have to look at certain things and go, look, if she wasn't happy and taken care of well, she wouldn't be doing this or that.
Yeah.
And I worry that she's kind of laying around, sleeping a lot, and not really engaging in shit, but
That's what cats do.
she's still very athletic, and despite her size, she can move, dude.
Yeah. Pet my meows.
I definitely, on my bucket list to do things, is going to be, like, I want to get to her to another vet checkup. Just because, you know, like, you never know. They could see something that she's doing or some way she's acting that I don't understand. That they're like, oh my god, she might have ringworm or some weird shit. And then they can...
Ringworm.
I don't know, man. Like, growing up in the fucking woods in a log cabin, the animals pretty much were healthy most of the time. Because there wasn't really much to make them sick.
That's true.
And the cold kind of, even when you were sick or whatever, I know there were times where it snowed real heavy, and like a couple of feet of snow outside, and that's when my mom would allow us to have all the dogs inside. That's pretty cool, actually. Because most of the time the dogs had to stay outside.
Yeah. The doggos. Good doggos.
Yeah.
Like just kitty. It's good kitty.
I like playing with dogs, but there's something about having a cat as a companion in the room with you. And especially when the cat will post up or lay down somewhat near you, like a few feet away, and they'll just chill there, like they're just glad to be next to you. And I'm like, fuck yeah, like more of that. I want to look over on the couch and see her on the other end arm, just laying there, chilling or sleeping or whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, I'm just chilling here now. Just sitting on my keys.
You're good. You're good, man. I'm looking. My cat's laying on her back with her belly exposed, just being a fucking spoiled kitty.
And just crawling under my blanket. Alright, I'm probably gonna head to bed.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Good talking with you now that we know this works.
I know, I do like this, and you can keep your phone free, you don't have to fuck with it, which I'm sure you're happy about.
Yeah.
But thank you again, and yeah,
Yeah,
man,
brother.
thanks for staying in touch with me, and yeah, I'll let you know so you can tell your friend whether or not that's a possibility,
Alright.
because I'm like 30-40% right now, could be.
It's whatever.
So, no, for real, like if you were to say like nothing's in my way tomorrow morning, I could do it. Go, just start packing up. So, but I just wanted to make sure. I've always been like, if I can have a big enough club of money, I can swing it at whatever adult thing I have to do, and I'll survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Have a good sleep, and I'll talk to you whenever you feel like it.
Alright, brother.
All right. Peace out, sir.